Third Sunday of Easter. The community's action in solidarity and Association Jesus Solidarity invite you to listen to the Living Gospel for today, April 14. Let us then meditate on the Gospel according to Luke chapter 24, verses 35 to 48, with commentary from Father Patxi Loidi in the voice of Chi Liquicia. Proclamation of the Holy Gospel according to St. Luke. The two disciples recounted what had taken place on the way, and how Jesus was made known to them in the breaking of the bread. While they were still speaking about this, he stood in their midst and said to them, "Peace be with you." But they were startled and terrified and thought that they were seeing a ghost. Then he said to them, "Why are you troubled? And why do questions arise in your hearts? Look at my hands and my feet, that it is I myself. Touch me and see, because a ghost does not have flesh and bones, as you can see I have." And as he said this, he showed them his hands and his feet. While they were still incredulous for joy and were amazed, he asked them, "Have you anything here to eat?" They gave him a piece of baked fish. He took it and ate it in front of them. He said to them, "These are my words that I spoke to you while I was still with you, that everything written about me in the law of Moses and in the prophets and Psalms must be fulfilled." Then he opened their minds to understand the scriptures. And he said to them, "Thus it is written that the Messiah would suffer and rise from the dead on the third day, and that repentance for the forgiveness of sins would be preached in his name to all the nations, beginning from Jerusalem. You are witnesses of these things." The word of the Lord. Father Patxi's commentary. Dear friends, Paschal greetings from Jesus to all of you. There is a striking phrase at the end of this Gospel reading. But first, allow me to make two brief observations. One, Jesus went out to look for the two of Emmaus, like the shepherd to the lost sheep. Hopefully, he goes out looking for me, for you, for all of us. And two, Jesus has eaten. How can this be if a resurrected person does not eat? The evangelist has added this to fight the first Christian heretics, the Docetists, who affirmed that Jesus was not human, that he was a God clothed in human flesh. It is interesting to remember that the first heresy consisted in the denial of the humanity of Jesus. By showing Jesus eating, Luke is telling us that he was truly human. Let's now go to the striking phrase. There are 5 words. Then he opened their understanding. They could not understand that Jesus had risen. They were filled with joy, but at the same time full of doubts. Without that revelation, they would not have known or believed in the resurrection of Jesus. A crucified cannot be the Messiah. This point is important. The essential is not the ocular or what the eyes can see. It is also doubtful that the human eyes can visualize a being that is already celestial. A vision without the revelation from God does not lead us to faith. The experience of the risen one, which resembles a mystical experience, is needed. It is what we want and ask for. Jesus gave them a decisive argument that was announced in the scriptures, meaning in God's plan. But it was not enough. And then he opened their understanding. And they believed. And they understood. What did they understand? First, that the crucified one was the risen one and the Messiah. For those with Jewish mentality, it was difficult to unite the Messiah and the cross. It was degrading and scandalous. For us, it would be too, if we thought about it a bit. We need the Lord to open our understanding. Second, that the crucified Messiah brings us the new life with God, with the forgiveness of sins, the release of all guilt, weight, and deep uncertainties. And you are witnesses, Jesus added. How great is all this, especially when we discover that today Jesus is telling us the same thing. Too profound? So it seems, but it is pure reality. What a pity that there are Christians who do not know this or are not aware of this. It would have changed their lives, their horizons, their sufferings. Hopefully, we will experience this and become apostles of this profound reality, which surrounds us ever totally. Prayer. Open my mind. Now I'm the one at your feet calling out, Lord, open my mind. My head is stubborn and my heart is closed. My doors are all blocked. Touch my heart and my head and open a flat path where your love, your face, your words, and your resurrection can travel. Today is the best day to break my defenses and transform me into a new person. Then give me your spirit and send me. I will go with your power to speak, to tell them that there is something great that anyone can reach. And you will win many for love, freedom, and justice. And there will be more new people, disciples and missionaries, like the ones you're looking for these new times.